Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or if you are one of my subscribers, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Kimber Kelly with Rustic Touch Beauty. I'm a licensed cosmetologist of over a decade now, and I love teaching on all things hair, skincare, makeup, all things beauty. So if that's something that interests you, then definitely make sure to like this video and tap that bell and subscribe. Is going to be all about flat iron curls. So I've given tutorials in the past on how to curl your hair just with a standard barrel, but today I'm going to teach you how to do flat iron curls. Flat iron curls was something that was really hard for me to learn, and the hardest part honestly was finding a good flat iron. I was totally using the wrong flat iron. And so now that I've learned a few things and I know that a flat iron actually makes a huge difference, flat iron curls have become kind of second nature, and honestly one of my favorite ways to curl my hair because the curls last so much longer than a regular barrel. For whatever reason, I just get so much more time out of my curls when I use a flat iron to style versus a curling iron. Also, we got some different things happening around here. I made this fun, cute little background behind me because pretty much the only window in my house with good lighting, the background behind me is just absolute chaos. And so I'm like, I want a background where it's not, well, this is kind of like distracting, but in a cute way, but not so much where you see like the clutter and all the crap that's behind me. So got this going on. I colored my hair, so it's a lot darker. I pretty much just put in low lights, and my daughter spit up in my hair right here. That's why it's all like curly, because I was trying to rinse out the spit up. But I put some low lights in it and kind of tried to keep the front a little bit brighter and lighter, but I didn't touch up my natural root at all. That's how stinking dark my natural hair color is, that this matches up here finally. So I'm also sick, so I apologize if I'm doing this throughout the entire video. It just hit me out of nowhere, and here we are. So I'm going to be dealing with that while we film this today. But I finally today, I was like, you know what? I need to do my makeup. I need to do my hair. I need to try and feel somewhat human for this. So that's what we're doing. So first things first, this is my holy grail, most favorite flat iron I have ever used. I've had it for about 4 years now. It's the Babyliss Prima 3100. Now, do you need to go this expensive? Not necessarily with a flat iron. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple key things that I like to find in a flat iron if I know that I want to curl my hair with it. With any tool, you want to make sure that it has a heat setting, because everybody has different types of hair, whether it's fine, thick, curly, coarse. We all have different hair textures. Therefore, it's super important that you can adjust the temperature yourself. I have pretty thick hair, and so I keep mine right around, I believe it's at 380. That's about as hot as I ever go with this. When I'm working on pieces like just in the front, I actually go a little bit cooler, because your hair does actually get finer in the front here, and the reason being is your scalp skin is different from your face skin. So your scalp skin is actually very, very thick and heavy duty to be able to like have all this hair on it. And as you come closer up here towards your face skin, it's a totally different type of skin up here. And so that's why a lot of times right here, a lot of us have these like baby hairs that come out, and that's because this skin is a lot more fragile than the skin back here. And so the hair just naturally grows differently right there. So, side note. So that's why when you're kind of working in the front only, you want to make sure that you go a little bit cooler with your temperature. The second thing with a flat iron that I like to look for is one that has beveled edges. So if you look at this up close, the edges are beveled. They are not straight. They're not like perfect squares. They're actually, so what I mean by beveled is they're rounded. And so the reason being is when you go to curl it, that beveled edge will keep your hair from getting kinks and creases in it. And so it'll give you a smoother curl. Also, I like to have a longer part of the flat iron here. I don't like anything too short. So this one I really like because it does have a longer plate to it and it's not so short. So I can get, for people with longer hair, this is a great one. If you have shorter hair, this part isn't as important, but for probably like my length and longer, it's nice to have this part be a little bit longer versus shorter. And honestly, I had someone ask me the question, if I could choose between a flat iron or a curling iron, which one would I choose? And I would choose a flat iron because I can curl my hair and I can straighten my curl. I can also do a bunch of different waves, like a beach wave with it. That, stay tuned, that's still yet to come. But this tool can really do it all. So if you're going on vacation and you're like, I can only pack one tool, pack a flat iron. To prep my hair, all I'm actually doing is just giving it a good little brush through. I actually part my hair somewhat down the middle. Obviously, it does not need to be perfect, but because I'm going to do a side swoop, I'm parting it down the middle here so that the curls are kind of even on both sides. And when I go to part it over, you'll see how I get kind of a bigger swoop here in the front. So to section off my hair, I'm just using these kind of alligator clips here. And I pretty much go like, first section is about like mid-ear. Then I'm going to take my hair and split it down the middle so that I have two sections right here on each side. Then for your section within the section, you want to make sure that the section you're taking is not wider than the tool that you have. So see how my section here is pretty much the same width as my tool. If you want to have looser curls, then definitely you can go a little bit wider. But to keep it kind of pretty much a standard curl, you want to go the same width as your tool. Section, I'm going to start at the top and I'm already going to start turning it, and then I'm going to grab this little rubber piece at the top and still spin it and come down just like that. And then I take my finger and I do twist my hair the way that I just curled it, and then I take the flat iron and I kind of flatten out these end pieces right here. And this one I'm actually going to curl towards my face. So you're going to take it and start turning the curling iron, pinch it at the top, then bring it down, let go. Now I'm going to twist the hair towards my face, and then I straighten out those end pieces. And now this one's going away from my face. Twist and straighten. Okay, so that side is done. Let's do this side. This layer is done. I'm not going to run my fingers through it quite yet. That's kind of something that I do last. So I'm going to move on to the next section. Okay, so this section I'm kind of going like temples area and sectioning the rest of it off. All right, so same thing, split it in half in the back and then bring those pieces forward. And then this first section, I usually take like from my ear forward. And I always curl this first section away from my face. And so let's do this kind of slower. So I'm going to start out at the top, and right when I clamp it, I'm going to start turning it like this. So hold your tool just like this, and I kind of turn my wrist so that it faces this way first, and then as I turn it, it kind of works. And then when I get right here, that's usually when I grab up here, adjust my hand, and then keep turning. And you're also kind of bringing the tool down at the same time. So let's show ya. So now my hand's here, and I'm gonna grab this at the top and bring it down. I did this one looser because I don't want it to be super curly around my face. So see how it gave a looser curl versus this one down here is like pretty intense. And then I'm gonna straighten that bottom. Okay, now this one back here is gonna go towards my face. So here, we're gonna grab it and then turn it one more time, and then you're just going straight down. So you're not spinning the tool the whole time. You're only doing it like initially and then just bringing it down. So let's do it again. Okay, so we're up here. Start spinning, then grab the top, adjust your hand, and just bring it all the way down. I'm not spinning it the whole way down. You kind of give it like an initial turn, and then you're just pulling the flat iron down the rest of the hair shaft, and then just straighten out those ends. I personally like to alternate the direction that I'm curling my hair, just because I don't like all the curls to fall into each other. So by alternating them, it's going to create separation and more texture throughout your hair. Okay, let's move on to another section. I'll probably do 2 more sections here. And so this top one, I'm kind of going like, I don't know, with like the peaks of my brows. And I take this and I make this my last section that I'll do. So I'm gonna clip that away and get that out of the way so that I can work in these clean sections. Moving on to the last section here, I do curl it slightly different up here at the top when I get towards the front. So let's work on these back pieces. And all these pieces, I'm actually going to, on this side, curl them away from my face. When I get to this front section right here, I'm actually, instead of halving it this way, like this, I'm gonna pull it forward and I'm gonna half it right here. And I'm going to curl it still as if I was going away from my face, but I'm more going straight in front of me. Instead of pulling it to the side, I'm going out in front. So if you can see it from this angle, grab it, and I'm going out in front instead of bringing it out to the side, and then smooth out those ends. So it's gonna look like that. And notice I did not run my fingers through my hair at all this entire time I was curling. That takes a lot of strength to not want to do that. To add volume, I'm going to be using this Kenra dry shampoo. It's their oil absorbing dry shampoo, but holy cow, does it add a lot of volume. I just noticed I have mascara like all over my eyelids. Why didn't anybody tell me that? I tried a new mascara and clearly it transfers, so we won't be doing that again. I'm gonna go right here at the root and spray this in like 1-inch sections here at my roots. Still keeping that middle part because I'm gonna show you guys a trick here. I'm gonna take this anti-gravity, it's a weightless hairspray from Kevin Murphy, and I'm actually going to hairspray kind of up underneath on each side here. Okay, let that dry for just a couple seconds. You can even do this to it if you need to. And then just take your pinky and find where you want your part. And voila, you've got this like big, cute swoop here in the front. Then this is when you can start to kind of curl or comb out these pieces. If you find any pieces where you're like, that didn't curl right, then you can go back and give it a little more curl. Kind of like that one. And then same on this side. Just loosen out any curls. Like this piece got a little, like it only curled at the bottom. So we'll touch that one up. Just like that. And what I love about these is you can really just give it like a messy, not perfect, loose beach wave. Then I just hit the ends with, this is Blowout, this is some texture spray. Give it some texture and some body throughout the bottom. It's so hot today, my hair is, I look like I just like sat in a fan. So sweaty, holy macro. So my hair is just sticking to my face. I'm out of my favorite liquid hairspray, which is Fermata. It's from Aveda. It's like the best liquid hairspray on the face of the planet, but we're gonna use this today instead. That is it. That is how I give my hair kind of a cute, fun, beachy wave. Keep in mind, this is about day 5 since I've washed my hair, so my hair is keeping more of a looser curl than normal. If you were to do this on freshly washed hair, the curls would be a lot tighter, so something to keep in mind. Clean hair, getting volume, forget it. It ain't happening. That's it for this week's video. I will drop all the products that I used in the description box below. Make sure, if you haven't already, tap that bell and subscribe to my channel. And I'm not just here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'm starting to dabble into Pinterest a little bit, but not too much. But just be following me on all the things and make sure that you're not missing a single beat. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next week. Bye!